¿Qué pasó, mi gente, otra vez? It's Mark Tip 25 coming at you. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about the whole Zion Williamson thing. Yeah, it just that really sucks. I hope he has a speedy recovery. It's kind of ridiculous how his shoe just broke on him like that, and he injured himself. Nike has to do better on their shoes, man. They need to pay people better. They need to do better as far as the way they create their products. You know, you expect people to pay thousands, hundreds of bucks, just for people to use it, only for it to break on them. That's pretty fucked. You know, that's pretty fucked. But as far as anything else, man, just the rumblings on the media and NBA Twitter. I think it's a little ridiculous what some of y'all are saying. Like, he shouldn't play another bounce in the NCAA, like with Duke. You're kidding, right? Like, if the injury is not that serious, then when he recovers, he should definitely try to go play for an NCAA title. It is worth it, whether you believe it or not. That's a huge accomplishment to put on your resume. Like, why wouldn't you? Especially with Duke. Duke is a historic franchise. I mean, not franchise. Well, might as well be, because pretty much all the great players tend to keep going there. But yeah, it's a historic university for its basketball program. Coach K is a legend. Why would you not, put that on your resume? At least try for it. That builds your stock up. If the injury is more serious than we think, then fine, he should, sit out. I understand that. But to sit here and say that, oh, well, the NCAA ruined his career if this injury is bad, it's like, no. It's partially the NBA. Again, guys, it's partially the NBA. They're the ones that came up with this one and done rule. So they're just as much to blame. And also, Zion could have opted to play overseas. But then what if he got injured there? Oh, well, he should have, played in college. Or, oh, we should have just had him jump to the NBA. Yeah, and I'm totally against the one and done rule. It should be abolished. But for more reasons than that. And I'm about to explain that. But yeah, he's damned if he does and damned if he doesn't. Injuries are going to occur, guys. That's sports for you. They're going to occur, especially when you have a guy that's used more times than not. And the guy he's a big dude. It's harder for bigger dudes to stay healthy, especially with their knees and their ankles. That's the fact of life. It doesn't matter how good or how advanced our sports medicine has become. It's harder. It almost seems that it's harder to stay healthy even in this day and age. So there's that. He's damned if he does and damned if he doesn't in that regard. But for y'all to say he shouldn't play another bounce, well, that might kill his stock to being drafted number one. And you could say, oh, well, he's good enough to where he doesn't need to be drafted number one. That's fine, I guess. And some of you may say, oh, well, he's proven enough to where he can be drafted number one. And you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe that is the case. And maybe he does get drafted number one overall. But then you're all going to say, oh, well, he's going to lose out on some money if he doesn't get drafted high. It's like, dude, and this is the thing. This is why I'm against the one and done rule. Because these fuckers are going to get paid millions no matter what. Like, people like Zion Williams, he's going to get paid millions no matter what. It doesn't matter if it's less millions than he would have liked. Millions are millions. That's more than I can say. That's more than any of you listening could probably say. You know what I mean? And the biggest problem I have with the one and done rule is that these players, they don't come here to get a fucking degree. They don't give a shit about their education, which, takes money away from everyone else. Why can't a fucking lawyer or doctor or musician get free room and board and scholarship money? All that goes their way. The sports programs get so much preferential treatment, but then a guy like me who could have really used some money, You know, my parents were not rich, guys. I did not come from a wealthy family. I could have used some of that to help pay for school. Like, I applied for scholarship, guys. I've auditioned, I've applied for scholarships, and I never got any of that shit. The only time I got it was graduate school, but even then I still had to take out loans. That's ridiculous. That's utterly ridiculous. You know, that's extremely unfair for these sports players to say, or for these people that are vying for these sports players saying, oh, well, he's not getting paid millions. They're being cheated. They're creating revenue, but they're being cheated off of that money. It's like, dude, cry me a river. At least they get free room and board. I still had to pay for room and board. I still had to pay for books. I had so much shit I had to pay for. So what's his deal? You know? And I know you all are going to call me a hater. But again, I love sports as much as the next guy. But all I'm asking is for a little bit of, equality across the board when it comes to other professions besides sports. That's all I want. I mean, wouldn't you? Just because it doesn't create revenue. And see, that's a double-edged sword with y'all. That is the biggest double-edged sword. You get pissed off that the NCAA is creating revenue with these players, but then you give us shit when we complain, oh, well, why can't we get that money? Why doesn't it get spread? Oh, because you don't make revenue. So see, what is it? You get pissed off that these people are making revenue, or you don't get pissed off that these people are making revenue? Which is it? You can't have it both ways, guys. You can't. I really think it's utterly ridiculous. He's going to get paid millions, whether it's 20 million or a little less, And again, he's already getting free room and board. At this point, we should just be done with the one and done rule and let them just go straight to the NBA. And whether they fail or succeed, it's on them at this point. Because the NCAA and these universities do not give any money or any help to any other profession, any other, field of study. And that has to change, guys. That has to change. We shouldn't have to be fucking killing ourselves to pay for an education. That's the problem. That's the biggest issue I have with people that are saying, oh, well, he shouldn't play another bounce. It's like, dude, you're getting free room and board. If it's a serious injury, I get it. But if it's not and you recover, go play, dude. Go play. You might as well. You might as well go play. I had no choice. I had to succeed. If not, that would have been a lot of money I had to pay back. And I still would have to pay it back in a month right now because I have to start paying loans soon. And I know this is a rant that may have gone a bit off the rails, but I just want you all to know something. Zion Williams is going to be okay. He's going to be fine, whether he gets drafted number 1 or not. But you know what? We shouldn't really worry about him unless the injury is that serious. But again, if you're going to blame anybody, first of all, blame the NBA. And second of all, blame Nike for their crappy make of their shoe. That's their fault, if anything. And injuries occur. Injuries are going to occur. And if it happened in the NBA, what then, guys? What then? Yes, they may have all these higher-end sports medicine and great doctors. But you know what? There's still people that, have to take a while to come back from injury. So whether he's injured in the NCAA or injured in the NBA, it doesn't matter. Oh, well, this could be career-ending. It happens, guys. There are people that have had decent careers and they were cut short because of injury. And it doesn't matter what level of play. Yes, it sucks. But you know what? I think Zion Williamson is going to be fine. He's going to be fine. But I think if he does recover, he should at least, if he's still able to play this season, he should go try and play for an NCAA title, guys. I think that speaks a lot. That speaks volumes. It's good for his resume. But I think, overall, the deal with Zion Williamson, it sucks that he's injured. But he's going to be okay, guys. He's going to be okay. He's going to recover. He's going to get drafted. And he's going to play in the NBA, whether we like it or not. So let's stop worrying about the player because it's going to be okay. He has time to heal. And whether he gets drafted number 1 or drafted number 5, he's still going to do well. He may not get the contract he wants, but aren't you the same type of people that get pissed off that, oh, well, they're getting paid way too much. They think they're worth so much money. So, I don't know, sports fans. I think we're a little bit fickle here. So, I don't know. Those are just my thoughts. You can tell me what you think in the comments section. I mean, whether it be, hatred, because you may think I'm a hater, which I'm not. I love sports as much as the next guy, but I just want fair treatment across the board from these universities when it comes to other professions and fields of study. That's all I want. And I hope Zion has a speedy recovery, because he's a phenomenal player. And I think he's going to create some waves in the NBA when he gets there. But let me know what you think in the comments. Suscríbete a mi canal. Y hasta la próxima, mi gente. Adiós.